Hey guys, and welcome back to Lil U Life. I'm Dr. Gibson Gray, here to share some exciting news with you about what's coming in the near future to protect our babies from RSV. First, we probably need to know what RSV is and why we need to protect our children from this specific cold virus. RSV stands for Respiratory Syncytial Virus and is a very contagious virus that causes cold symptoms like cough, runny nose, and trouble breathing. Anyone can get RSV like you and I, but it's usually worse in babies. In fact, 2 out of 3 infants gets RSV within their first year of life, and almost all children get it by their 2nd birthday. RSV is the leading cause of hospitalizations in kids under 12 months old, which is 16 times higher than that for flu. Over 75% of those cases are in healthy babies born at term without additional risk factors. So RSV is responsible for about 590,000 babies requiring medical care during the year. That's office visits, urgent care, emergency room admission, so forth. But since 1998, we've only had one medicine, palivizumab, which is also known as Synagis. It was the only game in town. It was the only prevention med. No treatment exists, but Synagis has some limitations. Monthly dosing is needed for it to work well. It is expensive, and because of that, it's only for high-risk babies. But starting this RSV season, which starts October 1st, 2023, we will have a new medication. Nirsevimab is its name, and the trade name is Beyfortus, and that will be available for this year. What is it? Nirsevimab is a long-acting antibody provided as a single dose given during the first week of life. Now, like Synagis, this is not a vaccine, since it gives antibodies directly to the baby instead of a vaccine, which induces the body's immune system to make the antibodies. Now, it's recommended for all infants under 8 months old by the FDA Advisory Committee in a unanimous vote. Now, this is huge, since it's the first RSV prevention medicine for all babies. Remember, the Synagis was only for the high-risk babies. Now, the Beyfortus or Nirsevimab is also approved for the high-risk babies over 8 months, 8 to 19 months, entering their 2nd RSV season. So they do get it for a little longer. The CDC Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, or ACIP, they approved this medication, and it will be included in the Vaccines for Children program, which supports equitable access for all eligible infants. So what's the difference? Are we getting rid of Synagis? It sounds like we are, but what's the difference between the two of them? Why is this one so much better? Well, Beyfortus, or Nirsevimab, is a much stronger antibody, and it grabs the RSV virus and it won't let go. Because of that, it actually lasts longer. We only need 1 shot versus the monthly dosing of Synagis. And not only do we only need 1 shot, that single shot is cheaper by a lot. It's only about $500 versus about $4,000 per dose of Synagis. This is still a lot more than most vaccines cost, but it cuts down on the amount a whole lot, especially compared to the cost of a hospital admission or so forth. Not only is Nirsevimab going to be available to kids this year, there's also a new vaccine, Abrysvo, that will be an added weapon in the fight against RSV. This was approved by the FDA in August and just recommended by the CDC ACIP on September 23rd, very recently. It's designed to be given to pregnant moms at 32 to 36 weeks gestation, and the antibodies made in mom's blood will then cross over to baby and provide RSV protection for at least the first 6 months after birth. This is not exactly a new idea to provide immunity in this way. We already do this for a few other vaccines, such as the Tdap, given at 27 to 36 weeks, to protect against mainly pertussis. But this vaccine, Abrysvo, was shown to decrease the risk of severe RSV in babies by 82% at 3 months and 69% at 6 months. And it actually probably has longer lasting benefits, which haven't yet been published because it hasn't been long enough. And it's even cheaper at an estimated cost of about $150 to $400 a dose. It can't be understated how big of a deal this is. to have two highly effective, safe, and affordable ways to prevent such a significant threat to our babies, especially those at highest risk of being hospitalized or dying from this virus. We should expect to have Nirsevimab available at some time this fall, so talk to your healthcare provider to get the specific dates for their office and plan to have your baby protected. Well, that's about it for today. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully this has been some helpful info to better equip you in making the best decision for your baby, which may protect them against something that causes a lot of problems for lots of kids. And as always, if you have specific questions about your baby, talk to your pediatrician, neonatologist, or other healthcare provider. And don't forget to share this video and follow us online for more videos and regular updates. Comment below to join the discussion. We'll see you next time.